Welcome to episode 8 of 25 for 2025, a series where I attempt to complete my goal of reading these 25 books in 2025. So far, I have read 10 of the 25 books and I have 1 DNF. How this challenge works: I will pull a book from this jar, then I will have to acquire the book, whether that is from my bookshelf, on my Kindle, or I get to go book shopping. Then, without spoiling anything, I will flip to the back of the book to see the total number of pages that book has. Then I will ask Siri to pick a number between 1 and the total number of pages in that book, and depending on the number she picks is the total number of pages I have to read in this video. So without further ado, let's pick our 8th book. You guys, I feel like it's smooth sailing from here on out. I don't think there's any books on my 25. Obviously, I picked them all, so I'm excited for them. There's none on there that I'm nervous for, maybe besides the Sarah J. Maas books, but we'll cross that road when we get there. I'm hoping for either Prison Healer or Six of Crows. Here's our 8th book.
We'll cross that road when we get there.
Dang it. Wow. Hey, your words are powerful. That's the lesson of today's video is your words are powerful. I actually switched this book out for the first book, which is Throne of Glass, because I saw people talking about publishing order and what way you should read the series, and some people were saying Assassin's Blade. So when I first made this challenge, that's the book that I put on here. But I have seen people say that I should read Throne of Glass first and just follow publication order because she published it that way for a reason. So we will trust Sarah J. Maas. So the book that we pulled is The Assassin's Blade by Sarah J. Maas, but I will be reading Throne of Glass, which is the first book of this series. I have this book on my bookshelf. Here she is. Wow. Okay. I'm really excited for this. I really am. But it's just of all the books on there, now I'm going to see the total number of pages in this book. So this book has 404 pages. Now let's ask Siri to pick a number between 1 and 404. Pick a number between 1 and 404. 168. I can do that. So Siri picked 168 pages. Without further ado, let's get started. Hi guys, so I've made it to page 168, which is the page that Siri picked. So far, I'm really enjoying this story. It's definitely a slower paced book, but not in a bad way. I think it's still a fast read because when I'm reading, I feel like I can easily escape into the world while reading, and I don't really worry about how long I've been reading or what the time is. I am interested to see how all the plot lines develop. So far, I'm loving Kale. I also love Dorian. I think those two are very fun. I'm very excited to see how that goes because I am a hopeless romantic at heart. So I don't know if there's going to be a heavy plot of romance in this series, but I love the little banter between the two of them and Selena. Everything that I've read in this book so far is everything that's basically in the back of the book. There are more plot points that are starting the further I get into the book. I'm currently at page 200 now, and I'm getting really excited. I definitely think it's going to pick up as the series continues on. Obviously, it's not going to be all in one book, but overall, I'm very excited. So if you're interested to see what I end up rating this book and my final thoughts, come back to part 2.